my lovelies, it's Chinese Sue here, and today I'll be cooking beef and broccoli in oyster sauce. So let's get to it. So for this recipe you'll need 220 grams of steak. We're using sirloin steak, but you can use any cut if you like. About 120 grams of broccoli florets, 2 tablespoons of good oyster sauce, 1 cup of chicken stock, but you may not need all of it, 1.5 teaspoons of Shaohsing Chinese cooking rice wine. If you don't have that, you can use dry sherry or leave it out completely. Half a teaspoon of dark soy sauce, half a teaspoon of light soy sauce, some corn flour, and that is 1 tablespoon of corn flour mixed with 2 tablespoons of cold water, and that will be for your thickener for the sauce. 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of garlic, some vegetable oil, and some ground white pepper. So first thing we need to do is to cut the steak. Now, what you need to do is cut against the grain. And what that means is, if you pull this gently apart, you can see the grain is going straight. What we want to do is cut across it, so we need to break it, so it'll make the beef tender. So we've trimmed off all the fat. So we cut like this. And then what you want to do is cut very thinly, like that. So then it fries quickly and goes a long way because you've cut so many small thin slices. So I'll show you again, you can do bigger slabs, but cut thin as you can against the grain. So going the complete opposite way how the lines are going, and that should give you your tender beef. The beef is cut. We'll put it in the bowl and we need to marinate this for a couple of minutes. So we need half a teaspoon of the Shaohsing wine, half a teaspoon of the light soy sauce, half of the minced garlic, half the minced ginger, and some white ground pepper. And then we mix this up and let it marinate for a few minutes before we cook. And then finally we need a little bit of corn flour, so then the sauce will stick to the meat. Just sprinkle a little bit on it. Okay, so before we stir fry, we need to blanch the broccoli florets for a couple of minutes, and then we'll drain them and take them out. Okay, now the broccoli's done. We take that out of the wok. And then we'll empty the wok. Okay, put the wok back on. As you can see, it's smoking, and if it's hot, then you put the oil in, then the meat shouldn't stick. So put a tablespoon of oil, wish that around, and then we put the beef on. Now when you put the beef on, don't move it for about a minute so it cooks on one side, and then it's quick stir fry after that, and we'll take it out after. Okay, so beef goes in. And spread it out with any protein. Spread it out so it cooks evenly. And don't move it for about a minute so it cooks on one side. Right, now we start stir frying. As you can see, it's getting a bit brown. That's what you want. Toss it around a bit. It doesn't matter if it sticks a little bit at the bottom, because that all adds to the flavour. So we'll cook it again until it goes a bit brown for another minute. Right, we've been moving it for about a minute or so. So that is looking cooked. Okay, let's take the beef out. Add a bit more oil. Then we'll add the aromas. We've got the garlic, we've got the ginger. Then we put the broccoli in. Then we put the beef in. And now we're going to put all the sauces in. So, Shaohsing wine, dark soy sauce, so a bit of ground pepper, the oyster sauce, and then I'd say start with half a cup of the stock. See how it goes. Remember, this is on full heat as well. Okay, and then because the thickener, the corn flour, has been sitting there a little bit, you might need a little teaspoon to mix it in. And when the sauce is bubbling up, as so, add in your thickener slowly. As you can see, look, this glaze is coming. In fact, you don't need all of it, just need a little bit of it, a bit more. And then we are ready to serve this with some rice. And there you have it. Beef with broccoli in oyster sauce. Shall we try, Joshy? Let's go. It'll be hot.
Yep. Get some rice with it.
Yeah, a bit of sauce. It's tender, isn't it? Really does depend how you cut the beef. That is good. Some broccoli as well. Sorry. Are we going in again? Go, go.
Three. Here comes the jumbo jet.
Jumbo jet's going in. My goodness. So there you have it. I hope you make it one night for your supper.